30, 30, 97 seconds.
24 hours ago.
30, 97 seconds.
I want to be sedated.
And you will be the longer you listen to the show. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Wait a minute, we can't say that.
No, you can't say that.
Damn it.
30, 97 seconds, Bays Boys podcast.
I think we can say it.
No.
I think their copyright stuff is over. That's
No.
why the whole like Winnie the Pooh, Mickey Mouse thing that's going on where everybody's doing Pooh Bear now. You saw that, right?
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
I wasn't.
the copyright.
I'm not a Pooh Bear fan.
So the copyright stuff is up on Pooh Bear. Well, so I only hear about it with the copyright. Every year when something really famous comes up,
you keep checking on the copyrights to see if they've expired so that you can make Winnie the Pooh stickers?
You never seen anybody announce it?
No, I don't.
Should we make Winnie the Pooh stickers?
No, fuck no. I would rather make a Paddington Bear sticker.
I'd rather make an Alf sticker.
Oh, God. You know they're rebooting Alf.
Oh, that hurts my childhood.
Yeah, you know who they're going to do it with?
Who?
Mint Mobile.
I don't understand what you just said, English. You said cell phones, and then you said
right.
Alf.
You know, who's the spokesperson for Mint Mobile and who owns them?
Reynolds Canadian.
Yes. He's going to be on the reboot of Alf.
You ever think that maybe the world is just run by a bunch of really famous dudes who got famous on YouTube before YouTube was YouTube? Because that's what this is, right? Oprah
didn't get famous on YouTube.
No, but she got famous on television, is my point.
Right,
like
because she got a talk show after her.
Right.
She won
and that's what I'm saying. Like
Oscar for The Color Purple.
But again, all these people that, like, how's this dude own Mint Mobile and he's the Deadpool?
Because he's
and
super fucking smart and he's a genius
super
business
Canadian.
guy. But he's also a genius business guy.
Well, Drake's a genius business guy, and I haven't seen him reboot Alf yet. The Weeknd.
Would you want to see Drake reboot Alf?
No. I don't want to see Drake do anything. I don't even want to see Drake.
All right, there you go.
I like him a lot. I respect him for what he is, but I don't need to be near him.
Okay.
He wears Jordans and plays the basketballs. I don't know.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. Exactly. What would we do with that?
God.
Listen, man. Listen, Joe Skelly's mad because he knows I can't buy current Jordans the way he does, and I can't keep up with you and Drake.
You can buy wheelies now.
I cannot.
You can get a pair of wheelies for like $20.
That is not true. Name it.
They're owned by a Chinese company, and they're like almost nothing now. You can order them online.
They don't make our size.
Yeah, they do.
All right, I'm going to Google that. I'm going to Google-ate that while you tell me why you think we should get Tommy Skelly some wheelies.
He wouldn't wear them.
Oh, he's too
mad.
Cool?
No, he's mad because he tried to invent them first.
Well, I would be fucking mad too.
And they beat him to the punch. He tried to do it as a kid.
I'd be mad.
But he couldn't figure out how to anchor the roller skate in the heel to the shoe to make it work right.
I'd like to say that I just can't picture him doing it, but I could see him doing it.
Yeah. He was trying to make them all the time. He couldn't make it work.
Heelys, $52. All
right, $52.
$52.
Yep.
Which, I mean, that's right on par with Betch slippers, so we're good. Just fucking can't lose.
By the way, Betch slippers cost me like $62.
Oh, shit. Betch slippers were more.
Yeah, they were more.
Why does this say 13 little kid? What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
Is this a... Okay, what kind... See, Amazon's all fuck. 13 little kid. What the fuck is 13 little kid? 13 little kid. Do you have a size 13 shoe, little kid? What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Kids don't even get into size 13.
I don't know, bro. I don't know how that works. You'll have to figure that shit out.
Well, there's no Heelys for us, is there?
No.
Damn.
Let's talk about another person who got super famous, but I don't think it was from TV.
What are we talking about?
Oh, Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Treading in James dirty water. Bond supervillain. Oh, it's really interesting that he's now growing lab meat, right? And he was involved in a study with ticks. Now, there's this new breed of tick that's out now that if it bites you, it makes you allergic to red meat.
No.
Yes, sir.
That is got to be the wildest shit ever.
So what if his lab-grown meat, even if it's red meat, you can eat it because it doesn't contain the thing that makes you allergic to red meat when you get bit by the ticks that he may or may not have released. Just putting it out there.
Do you think he could have done that?
Yes, I think he could have done that.
I thought we were still on mosquitoes with that guy.
Oh, well, how about all the polio injections in Africa on people that gave people polio instead of keeping them from getting polio? Yeah, James Bond, supervillain. We already talked about how he wanted to send a big balloon full of chalk into the stratosphere and bust it open so the chalk went all over the planet and blocked out the Earth from its sun's harmful rays. You know when that happened the last time? The fucking Ice Age.
The Ice Age?
Yeah.
Fucking Bill Gates.
Giant asteroid hits the Earth, sends a plume of dirt into the stratosphere that blocks out the sun. Yeah, caused an Ice Age. Not a good idea.
Listen, I like those movies, though.
Which movies?
The Ice Age movies. They're pretty funny.
Oh, God.
The little squirrel chasing his acorn everywhere.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay.
It's better than Bill Gates.
It's way better than Bill Gates. But
You know that's
to change your opinion about the Ice Age, so it doesn't seem like it's such a bad thing.
I don't think there's anything I see on TV that makes me think it's not going to be worse in real life. That's never been a fucking thing. Who saw that? And could you imagine?
The Ice Age doesn't look so bad.
Yeah. Now, listen. This is personal opinion, because I know there's some people out there that believe this. I mean,
You get cute little squirrels chasing the surviving acorn.
Right. I'm not going to make some, references to anybody personal, but there are people out there that believe some wild shit, like Guam will tip.
Like Guam will tip.
We'll just say that.
We still have to start our GoFundMe page to keep Guam from tipping over.
Luckily, we're lucky that it hasn't tipped yet.
But
I heard some of your friends are out there with buoys and
trying to
inflatables.
Yeah, trying to keep it from tipping over.
Yes.
I'm super concerned. Like, we should have started this GoFundMe page like 2 years ago. We're 2 years behind the power curve on saving Guam.
Well, it's okay.
It's your fault. You're not even trying to save your own people. That's fucked up.
Listen, I've got a bag full of ticks too, guys.
Oh, hey, stay the fuck away from me.
There he goes. So listen, it's the management of the tick is a biological approach to provide highly effective alternatives to chemical pesticides.
Oh, but it makes you allergic to red meat.
So wait a minute, you're going to drop ticks on it that are going to what? Eat the other bugs? I don't understand.
Apparently.
That's your plan?
Yeah.
Your plan is to get rid of the one bug by adding another.
That makes you allergic to red meat. Just saying, it's a brilliant plan, right?
Gates Foundation funds research control cattle ticks through biotech. Oh, okay.
There you go. And there you go.
They're cattle ticks. Why would you? Maybe he thinks he's Ant-Man.
Listen.
Mans thinks he's a Marvel hero.
No.
But he's really Lex Luthor.
And he didn't even invent the operating system that is now Windows.
No. And you don't own it when you buy a computer. So it's really stupid.
Yeah.
You rent that, right?
Yeah, and he's making
that is
millions.
Wild.
Millions.
No, bro. He made millions the first few years it came out. We're on billions of trillions. What's the word after billions?
Trillions.
There's something, literally Bill Gates.
Billions.
Bill Gates is the guy who makes like 14 million every 3 seconds or some shit like that.
Bill Gates is the guy that if he dropped $1,000 on the floor and he bent over to pick it up, he'd lose more money by picking it up rather than leaving it there.
Yeah. So enough about it. So he's got these crazy cattle ticks. He's trying to solve problems.
And he's buying up all the farmland.
What makes him not the hero for solving the tick crisis for cows? Why is Bill Gates trying to tell you medical advice when he's not a fucking doctor? Shit, I have no idea. I haven't listened to him.
See, right.
Listen, he had me weirded out when he said he wanted an Xbox in every house.
Oh, to spy on you.
That's weird.
Yeah. Because what are they going to do? They're going to jump off your Wi-Fi system and you can't hide from it. Oh, well, him and Amazon
can do that now.
Him and Bezos. Did you say he had titties too?
Yeah, his pictures lately, he's not been looking healthy. He's been looking really unhealthy.
Like and he wants to talk to you about health.
Yeah, that's another thing that I'm really learning about this world. A lot of the commercial people are not very. They're either like drug filled or cream filled. There's never a medium. Like whatever happened, we just need good old. You know who we need back? Mr. Oi, that was close. You know, what the fuck was that guy's name? Australian crocodiles.
Crocodile Dundee.
No. Him too, but the real one.
Oh, you're talking about
Steve Irwin, yeah, that guy. We need that guy back. See, he's a middle guy, right? No drugs, no cream puffs, just good old fashioned crazy Australian.
Okay, I'm down.
Whatever
with it.
He was.
Bring
right?
him back.
He's as even as they come. He said, "There's an alligator. He might fucking eat me." He didn't today.
Let's jump on him.
Right? Yeah.
Dude, oh, speaking of which, remember you were talking about like, let's go collect bounties on pythons?
Yeah.
I just watched a video with a guy who wrestled a 17-foot python in the Everglades and it bit his arm and he almost bled to death because they got rows and rows of fangs and teeth, right?
Right.
And he had a video of himself tourniqueting off his own arm while he's holding the head of this giant snake, and the head was like that fucking big.
Dude, could you imagine? Which arm does which?
He got bit right here. He said, I almost bled to death.
So how does he run the tourniquet while he's holding the snake head? That's the question. Did he put it on the ground and step on it?
No, he held it with his hand, and they wrapped the thing around his arm, and it wasn't even a tourniquet. He used like a shirt.
That is scary.
Right? And he bit it with his teeth, and he grabbed the one end of the shirt with his hand.
Oh, and then it did a double pull. Yeah.
Double pulled it.
Yeah.
And he said it saved his life. He was out in the middle of nowhere in the Everglades, and he's got the whole video on it. It's fucking wild.
Why in the world would you do that?
Because he's collecting bounties on these things.
Silly head. We need to get down there, man. And listen, my guy, why are you trying to wrestle it?
He wasn't. He grabbed it.
Why are you trying to grab it?
He grabbed it by its head, and the thing reached out and bit his arm.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm going to be going down there with like 500 cold steel spears.
My man, listen, my man puts them all in sacks and brings them back.
Oh, hell no, sacks.
And then he said, oh, my snake bag wasn't big enough, so I had to get another snake bag for it.
No, we're going to be Mad Max in this shit. Hang them on the hood.
Listen, machetes. Cut the fucking heads off of these things.
I'm down for that. Machetes.
Throw the head in the friggin' in the bottom of the boat.
You know what's better than a machete? We need a gladius sword. I watched Gladiator, a little bit of that while I was working the other day. That little half sword.
Yeah, the gladius.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a super effective weapon for the Roman army.
Yep. I'll take that. I'll take one of those and something else that's big
Still
and
too
shoots a
close.
lot of bullets.
Give me a two-handed sword.
See, that is the problem. See,
or a Viking war axe.
That's why we're partners, Joe Scale. You got to stay away from them. It is too close. You're right. You're right. It is.
He said this thing was trying to crawl in the swamp. It was on an island. It was trying to crawl in the swamp. So what he did is he grabbed it by its tail and was trying to pull it back onto the island so I wouldn't escape. And the thing whipped around and bit him. And that's when he grabbed it by its head and pried it free off of his arm.
You don't say. Old bad boy came back and bit you while you was grabbing ass with him, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What a weird fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
Steve, tell him what happens. Tell him what he's won.
Right.
Like, bro.
Dude.
Again, we should be out there with like, you know, what are those hunting rounds that you hear about? 44 something big, and that's
the 454 Casull that was invented for bear in Alaska.
There you go. That's what we're taking for the snakes. Every time I think I see a snake, I want a fucking cannon to go off.
But listen, we already read the rules on it, and Florida said you had to ethically kill the snakes with like a bolt gun.
Whatever, dog. Listen, I got some dynamite. That's fucking ethical right there. We're on fucking fishing for snakes. Sons of bitches.
We're going to watch
ethical
the video.
My ass.
After this episode, we're going to find the video and you're going to see it. Dude.
What? Them using a cow punch on a fucking snake?
No, this snake that bit him in the video.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. That's fucked up. You got to catch the big python and then kill him softly like a Brad Pitt movie.
Didn't the Fugees make a song about this? Kill me softly with my bolt gun.
No, but I learned some other fucking famous bands did recently.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, so I like that humans dictate when it's time to be ethical. That's my favorite part about being an adult.
Oh.
You grow up as a kid and your parents are like, you should be ethical all the time.
Yeah.
Then you hit adulthood And you realize that the adulthood world is just full of motherfuckers who picked where they're going to be on their own little ethical staircase. That's scary.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to kill this snake with whatever, but if the gator comes in your house, you can shove a fucking 12 gauge up its butt. Like, that just doesn't ride the same, you know? But it's the same hood, like Florida, right? Oh, what's that? You're doing this a lot to protect people? Well, you better do it nice. Oh, what's that? He came into your pool and you shotgunned him? Good for you. America, this is Florida. Like, what just happened? We literally talked about that broad saving her stolen puppies or whatever, and she's hucked down behind a car like it's GTA, and she's sending rounds down the road into other houses. Remember that?
Yeah.
And she had 10 feet of dreads on top of her head or something, so she had to hold the gun even higher over that as to not light her beeswax on fire. So at this point, she's like a fucking football turret. One of those,
just spray and
yeah,
pray.
just fucking spray. Shoot it down the field and we'll let them chase it, Bob.
Oh my God.
You know, like, but hey, you know what? It was ethical. Yes. It was ethical.
It was ethical.
That's all that matters.
Right.
We gotta we gotta be nice to the stakes.
And another note: your old hood is underneath a hurricane watch.
A hurricane
for the entire coast of California.
Do we get hurricanes in California?
Not since 1928.
It's happening right before our eyes.
The weather dominator is in full effect.
The rapture's coming.
No, I'm not saying it's the
rapture. They're going to start
rapture.
with the Californians.
I'm saying weather dominator.
They're making new beachfront property. You want to buy some beachfront property in Arizona now for half the price? Hello.
Email the show and we'll tell you how.
Yeah. I'll hook you up with a homie down in AZ. He'll get you all set up. Get you ready for that new beachfront.
Is that where your boy ran off with his kids? After you saw him at Walmart?
Oh, golly whiz.
Yeah, didn't he used to lap you in the pool?
Yep. He's an amazing swimmer. What a weird thing.
And he was like, keep going.
It's like the other friend that I had that I told you, I've only had 2 friends like this my whole life. And the other one was a really good basketball player. That was the only superpower he had.
Okay.
And so I told you this. I'd already known this kid for a year, and everything he said was a lie. Like every week his dad had a new job. One time his dad was a SWAT undercover guy who was plaguing our parks to find drug dealers.
Oh, nice.
One time he owned a tax company. One time he owned a butcher shop. One time he was a newspaper guy. One time he was a radio guy. A bunch of other stuff. Anyways.
His dad was a super interesting fellow.
Yeah,
I would have liked to have met him.
Yeah. So imagine walking through the park and your friends always talking shit, getting you in trouble. It's not me this time.
He's like, I can hoop like a motherfucker. You're like, whatever.
Right.
Hey, let's go play a game of hoops with these guys at the park.
He did. He started a fight. He came. That was his thing. If you walked by a fucking basketball court with this kid, he'd be like, hey, motherfucker, I can hoop better than you. And I'd be like, dog.
Bro, you're going to get us fucked up.
Right. And I'd be like, homie, you know I don't play. So what the fuck do you think's going to happen? Well, I'm going to get my Converse dirty? Like, I ain't trying to play with you.
I'm wearing Dickies, homie. I don't have basketball shorts.
Right. It's about to be you and this fool, you fighting these 2 fools, right? And he would do it. Oh, the first time ever he beat 2 motherfuckers by himself, I was like, well, at least there's one true thing about you, my mans. You could play some b-ball. Let's get the fuck out of here before we get jumped for you taking their money.
So would you go to the basketball courts and just put bats down and be like,
and just watch them? Yeah. Yeah.
My homie could out hoop all your people. They're like,
but
no, he can't.
So it's okay, but you can't let him talk. The minute he starts talking,
game over.
You're like, oh fuck. And then they know something's not right and you got to dip. Yeah. He's like, hey, you brought the fucking hoop Marine Man up here, motherfucker, and stole our money. Yeah, sorry, bro. My man's over here's fucked up.
The basketball Rain Man.
That's what he was, bro. That's what he was.
You just go hustle. Take him to the court and hustle.
Yeah, and he was one of those dudes that whenever it was time to throw down,
they're like, white man can't jump. They're like, my homie can't.
Wait. I don't think he was white. I thought he was a Mexican guy, but I'm not sure.
Maybe Puerto Ricano?
Yeah, he could have been anything. Listen, though. I got into a fight once with like 10 dudes at once, and he's one of those dudes that the minute the fight's about to start, he's right there, and then when it's all over, he reappears. You know those guys too? And you're like fucked up, and you're like, hey man, what happened to you? You look good. And he goes, I had your back, man. I was across the road,
but I had your back.
I stepped off to get some gum. but I'm back now.
So the basketball Rain Man,
Yeah.
he'd be ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
It goes down.
Yeah.
And it's
And
over
he'd
with.
disappear.
And he's back.
Yeah.
Looking crisp.
Yeah.
Looking crisp.
My favorite.
Creases still in there.
With a weapon. I was about to knock somebody with this. I'm like, the fuck you were. The fuck you were. I know, because I got clobbered and you disappeared again. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Basketball Rain Man.
Basketball Rain Man.
We need a Basketball Rain Man sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucked up. You know, there's these dudes that, you know, there's always that guy. And it's like, you know, he's not good for it, right? He wants to be, but you know, in your heart, he's not. And when he proves it, you're like, it's okay, buddy. You can still hang out. We just know now that the plan with you is always beat feet. Like, hey, man, I think I had a fight with that guy last week. Time to beat feet. He's got more people than us. Gotta go. You know?
Right.
Because I'm not trying to fight for you today, man. I've seen how you do that. I've seen how you handle your business. It's not a basketball court. We're not doing anything. Listen, what if he would have become a famous... It would be so cool if he was like this famous basketball player. Because I would never reach out to him.
Street ball player or real
either
player?
or, right? I would just never reach out to him. I'd just tell stories about him all the time. Like, this is what we were doing. This is what he did. He fucked this all up.
So did you bet money, or would you bet like pizza? I mean,
Just
like
stuff.
Just stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, I
Bro,
bet your Walkman, my homie, can out hoop you.
Exactly. You don't bet too much. People, then they realize they're just gonna take your stuff. Right?
Oh, then they realize
when the older kid
hustled?
realizes you have stuff. No, when they realize you have shit, they just take it.
No.
They're like, oh, you have stuff to bet? Give it to me.
Right.
Well, is this a bet? No.
Right.
Oh,
No,
okay,
I'm just
thank
taking
you.
it now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Oh,
funny
that's
though.
amazing.
But seeing this kid, you know, after he's told me for a year that his dad's done 50,000 things and this and
He's
that.
like, I can hoop. You're like, bullshit. And then he starts talking shit. You're like, fuck.
Yep. And then he whooped on two bigger guys. And I'm like, we got to go home, dog. I might have been drugged while we were at the park. Earlier, I saw you, Michael Jordan. Yeah.
That's what his name, Benny Edge.
Benny Edge.
Benny Edge wasn't the
shout out to Benny Edge.
Yeah, it wasn't the basketball Rain Man, but Benny Edge.
No. That's a whole different guy. Basketball Rain Man is California.
Yeah, but Benny Edge, my man.
Benny Edge.
He started off as a shit shoveler at the circus and ended up working at Subway, but knew guys in the army and used to go hunting in Alaska.
That army guy that he tracked down in that store that day. Listen, I thought about it 1,000 times, okay? This is how I played this in my head, okay? So he disappears down the aisleway after this gentleman who he thinks he knows, which you know he doesn't. Now, if I was him, I would have done this. Hey, man.
Are you sure he didn't know him?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he does. But if I was him, I would have been like, hey, man, my homie's thinking about signing up for the army. Could you come and say hi to him real quick and just maybe say what's up and, you know, because he thinks you're cool, right? And then what's the guy going to do?
Sure.
He's going to come back, try to float your boat. He's going to think Benny, and it's going to look like you know each other.
Yeah, I bet he did know him. I bet Benny Edge knew that guy. Come on, Benny. Didn't you tell me he was swimming in South American rivers or some shit?
I don't even know.
Yeah,
I know he fought a polar bear once.
Yeah, that's
I know he did that.
right.
I know he fought a polar bear once.
That guy's wild.
Fuck.
Benny Edge, wherever you are, write the show.
Yeah, we love you, buddy.
Write the show.
He's got a bunch of identifying marks. So if he ever writes the show, we'll know if it's him.
Oh yeah.
I'll know
without a question.
Without a fucking question. It's very distinctive stuff. He'll be like, "Oh, you're the real Benny Edge."
Kids in 9 states.
Dude, he's got to be up. Yeah, I mean, back then he was up to like what, 4, 5, 6. It was funny when it just kept adding up. Like he'd been here 10 years. I mean, homie hadn't left, right? So the fact that it just kept adding up, I was like, dog.
When were you in this state?
Right.
The
fuck were you doing?
When he was traveling with the circus.
Well, Barnum and Bailey goes everywhere, bro. Oh.
So that's how it is.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it is.
Listen, shout out to the Benny Edge wherever he is. You know, we got
Basketball Rain Man.
We got lots of Basketball Rain Man.
Basketball Rain Man, stay afloat with that hurricane that's hitting your coast right now.
Yeah, I hope your brother's not in jail.
And let's hope that they decide to turn off the Cobra Weather Dominator before you get new beachfront property out there.
So, okay, here's the big scheme. The super bad guy draws everyone to the cities where everything's free and drugs are open and whatever, and then blasts them off the map.
Oh, is that how they're going to clean it up?
Maybe that's what they're doing.
Oh, LA's going to be 8 foot underwater.
Listen, dude. Listen. I'm telling you right now, Joe Skelly, what I think we should do, you take a weekend off. We'll shoot into LA. We've got a safe house down there. So we'd be okay. I don't know if that safe house is not equipped to leave LA should something happen, but while we're there, we have somewhere safe to be.
All right.
We should go check that out, man. I'm super curious if it's as bad as the memes say. Or are we going to get down to Santa Monica and it's going to be fucking kids and surfers hanging out eating fucking corn dogs and shit still?
I don't know.
There's a lot of weird footage on the internet these days, but there's AI everywhere. In fact, even on this
last guy I know this said he went to LA. He was like, LA was terrible. I said, why? He goes, because every 7 feet you had to walk, make sure you weren't stepping in human shit or on a needle.
And that was recent.
Past 2 years.
Oh yeah, no, it's probably bad then.
Yep, that's what
and
he was saying.
Is he a normal guy or is he a civilian?
Yeah, he's a civilian.
Okay,
yeah.
So then he's not like one of these dudes that knows what to look for and was in there for a reason.
No, he's a machinist.
Oh, fuck.
He's a machinist.
No, that's not good.
Yeah. So he's a hardcore blue collar guy that travels around and do jobs and stuff. And he's like, fuck LA.
Really?
Yep.
That is wild.
Yep.
We do have some friends that have come out recently saying, it's not the same place. And I get that. Nothing's going to be the same. But is it as bad as we think it is from the social medias and interwebs and news?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Really?
Because there are people making money on it.
Oh. Yeah. Well, we definitely missed that. Listen, let's be more positive. Let's go left.
I got sidebar for you.
Okay.
So have you ever heard about the flight goggles that were invented for pilots and crew chiefs? They had red lenses in them.
To help with the sun.
There was this special, they were supposed to help them with the sun and blah 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 blah.
Helps,
but they were made
something with rays to keep their something last longer.
So it was like special chemicals to make this thing, a special process to make these lenses, and flight crews and pilots stopped wearing them because they said when they were wearing them, they were seeing interdimensional beings and demons flying around.
Get the fuck out of here!
Don't believe me? Google it.
Do you think it's true?
That's a good question.
If I buy you these goggles, will you wear them for me?
I'd try them on. I don't know if you could find them, but you got to look them up because I forget what they're called. But
I'm going to find them.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing on
treasures.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
So do we have to be going Mach 2 to see the demons?
No, they were talking about helicopter pilots, crew chiefs on the door gun were wearing them and started just shooting their guns at stuff in the air. And the other helicopters were like, what the fuck's going on? The guy's like, you don't see him. You don't see him. Yeah. So there's that.
Just from some spectrum. Listen, again, we talk about this all the time. I want to talk about what would change the reality of man instantly. Okay? Company comes out with a pair of goggles that tells you can talk to ghosts. Does it change the world instantly?
Once people started wearing them and once people saw them.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? All right,
Can you imagine what would happen? What would happen?
How about this? You got these psychics who claim they can see the dead.
Okay.
Right? And they talk to the dead, right? See them on the ghost shows all the time. Blah, blah, blah. I've had this gift my whole life. I've been able to see them, right? Like Constantine. Remember the movie Constantine?
Yeah, I love that movie.
He was like, yeah, I've been able to see the dead. I thought I was crazy forever till I realized it's not a thing. As a matter of fact, I talked to a woman from Mexico who claimed her mother, her whole life said she could see them.
I believe it.
And they ended up doing some kind of religious ceremony on her to make her stop being able to see them.
Okay.
And she said her mother's never been the same since.
Really?
Right? So, here's the thing. Let's say that's a real thing. These certain people, for whatever reason, can see ghosts or the dead or whatever. Man, you start selling a commercial product where people start seeing it, people would lose their shit. You imagine how that
it would sell out.
Do you know how earth shattering that would be?
Right.
Would you really want to see that? It's like you said about that guy who was a Navy SEAL. Man, if I get bumped at night, I just keep swimming and pretend it didn't happen. Right?
Yeah. That's definitely the way to go with that.
If you can't see it, it can't hurt you.
Imagine you put on those goggles. Let's just walk through this, okay? We'll go with the female side for fun. So some broad, her husband puts in the order. He's like, babe, can you pick it up at Best Buy for me? Sure, sweetheart. I'll get it for you on the way home. So she swings by Best Buy. She puts them on, right? Or she swings by Best Buy. She picks them up. She shoots home. She slaps those bitches on. There's some old dude sitting there, right? And he's just sitting there. It literally looks like an old man because old man croaked when he was sitting in his business Sunday's best and was sitting on the couch, right? And the old man looks at her. And the first thing he says, he goes, hey.
But it doesn't mean you can hear him.
Well,
you could only see him.
Yeah, dang, that's a good point.
You could only see him.
That's no fun then. Now I've lost my interest.
But no, she sees this guy just chilling on the
Well, now
on the
she's
couch.
just freaked out. Because if she can't communicate him, what I was going with is if they made some speakers so you could talk to him, then old boy's about to tell you that your husband's been cheating on you.
Well, they do have the speakers.
Oh, well, there you go.
The digital recorders.
Maybe
Don't
they
you watch the
pair 'em.
ghost shows? They get the digital recorders and they ask questions and they let it play for a while and then they play it back and then sometimes they get responses.
Do I watch the ghost shows?
No, you don't. I forgot.
No.
Yeah.
No. Ghostbusters?
Not Ghostbusters.
Well.
Like all the ghost hunting shows. So yeah, see, I got a digital recorder in my house. I don't want to fuck with it.
You know what happened earlier, right?
What's that?
I like your magic trick you tried to pull on me.
Which one's that?
That moment where you didn't think that you were Venkman.
I'm not.
Who are you?
I don't have a movie role.
If you were a Ghostbuster, though, who would you be?
Oh, I don't know.
Who would Tommy Skelly be?
That's a good question.
Uh-huh.
I'll have to ask him when I see him. Who would you be?
He would be Ray. He would have to be Ray.
He would have to be Ray.
He's not. Tommy Skelly. One thing can be said for him: he's not a loudmouth, so he can't be Venkman.
So he'd be like, "I'm just here to do the work."
Well, and he'd always be like correcting things and bringing in the real points, which Ray does. Ray's always down there to bring everyone back down to earth, and then Venkman's there to explain why being on the earth is fucked up, and then Winston is there to be like, "Yeah, we should go get a beer." And that's how that works.
All right.
And then other old boys is doing whatever the fuck.
I will ask him. I'll ask him next time I see
see
him.
what he says.
Yeah, for
I'd
sure.
be interested to have his ideas on that before.
If you could find these red lensed goggles, these mythical
I'm gonna
red
find
lensed
them.
goggles.
I'm gonna find them. I can find anything on the internet.
I bet they're
Anything.
gonna be $1 million.
I'll bet they won't be. I'll bet I find them for less than $140.
I will put up the money.
All right.
I will put up the money if you can find it for less than $140.
Now, speaking of putting up the money, don't forget that we're now offering our first collab tattoos.
Oh,
you
that's
bring
right.
the flesh, we bring the money and the ink and the tattoo guys.
Oh,
What was the tattoo again?
the Steven Seagal collab.
Oh yeah, Steven Seagal's collab. Yeah, that's a fucked up one. We have a whole bunch of tattoos ready to go, so that's
I'm
the
all
first.
about it.
That's the first one.
I'm all about
We
it.
cannot issue any more until the Steven collab first
Gets
one
done?
gets done.
Oh,
Right.
what if nobody takes us up on the Steven collab?
I don't know. I'm not really sure.
And if you get it, do we have to pay Steven royalties?
Fuck no, bro. Listen, I got old boy's
What if
face.
Sensei Seagal shows
I got
up?
old boy's face tattooed right here, and if he tells me to pay some royalties, I'm gonna punch him right in his fucking mouth the minute I get a chance. Get out of here. Pay royalties. Listen, bro, I'm a free advertising board. You should be paying me.
Oh, that's a fair statement.
Right.
That is a fair statement.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So is it going to be old Steven or young Steven?
Not only. Oh, and by the way,
Is it going to be on dangerous ground
don't-
Steven
don't forget.
or Dubai Steven?
Don't forget, if you get your Bays Boys podcast, we'll give you a shirt every single time we drop one.
Oh, a
which is
Bays
nice.
Boys podcast tattoo?
Hell yeah.
What is
Oh,
it? Does it just the name?
No. They have to get the ones we're talking about the ones that we pick. These are the ones we pick. Yeah, if you get a regular Bays Boys tattoo, we'll definitely send you a shirt and stickers. For sure. But if you get like the tattoo if you get like the collab that we draw up, oh, you're getting like every shirt for every release until it's done.
Everything.
Until we're done.
Okay.
You're going to have a wardrobe of these fucking shirts.
I love it.
And one of them will even have to put that on the shirt. So, I mean, you know.
Yeah, I like it.
Right.
I like it a lot.
Right. We'll get pictures of him in Parks in the driveway and Pony Boy fucking riding big wheel BMX and fucking snakeboards down the road, bro.
So, here's another thing.
Yeah.
We are the same guy that told me this Steven Seagal quote. The only thing worse than death is the fear of death, right?
Yeah.
We were also talking about Richard Dawson.
Richard Dawson from What's that, from Dawson's Creek?
No, Richard Dawson was in Hogan's Heroes,
Oh.
but then he hosted The Family Feud, and then he was in The Running Man.
Oh, yeah.
He was the host of Running Man.
The host guy, yeah, that's a good movie.
And what a gangster that dude was. That guy kissed more women than anybody else on this fucking planet.
What? Why?
Because, dude, every episode
He's
that he
kissing broads?
hosted a Family Feud,
That dude had herpes.
that dude kissed every woman
That's
on the
fucked.
show.
That boy had mono every fucking Christmas, dog. He had mono every Christmas.
Dude, he must have kissed 12 different broads in every show.
It was like fucking SHOT Show in that bitch. Just everybody passing their germs around.
Every single episode, my man was kissing some other woman.
Unless he had a special ticket, in which case his immune system was boosted. And then, they were just adding to his fucking shields.
Right.
know?
So,
listen, that's fucking crazy.
What, Richard Dawson?
All of it.
Oh, all
Everything we talk about. This podcast is out of control. And with that, a shameless plug. Go leave us a 5-star rating.
Leave us a 5-star rating on your platform.
Do whatever you can to bring
Write
this
us a
up.
review about how amazing we are.
Or how we should kill ourselves.
No, don't write a review about that.
Listen,
Write a review on how amazing we are.
Hold on. We don't like to we don't want to exclude any of our fans, do we, Joe Skelly?
No, I would never do that.
Even the worst ones.
Are you calling them worst fans?
No. That's right. I shouldn't have said that.
That came out pretty bad.
Even the ones who need therapy the most. More than we do today.
Oh my God.
That's fine. That's good. That one's fine. We're
All
good.
right.
We're good. Listen, shout out to all of you.
Join our Patreon.
We
By Tyler, I don't know a fucking cup of coffee, so I don't got to hear
coffee.
So I don't have to carry them on every episode.
And know that we would never waste your money on Starbucks.
Never.
Not even a little bit.
No, we
It
get
tastes like
that
ass
good
water.
shit. The Cape Luwak. You know what Cape
Wait,
Luwak
what?
is? Cape Luwak coffee.
No, is that a famous thing?
Oh yeah, it's super famous. Look it up. Look it up right now.
I can't even spell it.
I'll spell it for you.
Oh, he's gonna spell it for us.
KOPILUWAK.
He's trolling.
Two
us.
words.
That can't be right.
Cape Luwak.
All right. This is what we're gonna buy with our money?
Yeah. And you're gonna drink it.
Ugh. Oh, look at that. $109 for coffee.
Read about it.
Civet coffee is a coffee that consists of partially digested coffee cherries, which have been eaten and by Asian palm. What? Defecated by Asian what? What is this?
That is the coffee. Coffee cherries get eaten by this Asian wildcat.
Nah, dog.
It craps it out.
Nope.
They take the beans out of the crap.
Would you drink that?
I have.
Get the fuck out of here.
I have. And it's amazing.
Get off the show. This is why this motherfucker told us to fuck ourselves and that people don't need to hear from us. Listen, none of us have ever heard our show. Even we don't listen to our show. And this motherfucker came right out and was like, you anus coffee eating motherfuckers need to shut up.
Cat shit coffee is amazing. 100%.
Listen, I'm going to buy this for the Mega Beast and give it to her and not tell her what it's from.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going to tell her it was your idea.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh.
And ask her how amazing was it, and then tell her where it came from.
Oh, dude.
Dude, when I bought it, mine came with a teak wood gift box. Hold on. It came with a teak wood gift box, and they took a piece of tin, and they etched the tin with this amazing design and screwed it to the lid of the teak wood box, and inside came the coffee, and then there was a piece of lucite with a piece of the cat shit with the beans in it in the plastic. So you could see what it looked like before they turned it into coffee beans and ground them up and roasted them.
Get off the fucking show. I got shit to do.
You can't even talk right now.
We've had enough for today. I'm not even sure if you're trolling me now.
I'm not trolling you. It's some of the best coffee I've ever had.
Oh.
And Tommy Skelly drank it too.
Oh.
So
I might have to retract everything I think I know about Tommy Skelly now.
I'm just saying.
I'm scared.
If you buy Tyler a cup of coffee on our Patreon, We're going to save
No.
up enough of those coffee
No.
cards
No.
to buy Copy Luwak
There will
coffee.
be no poop fucking New rule. Amendment to the studio. You sons of fucking bitches. And then we're getting off this podcast. I had 10 other things I was going to talk about. We're not even talking about them now because you got us on some
You
poop
better write
coffee.
them down because you're going to forget about
this
them.
poop coffee shit. They were already written down. I was prepared before. I no longer need it, is what I'm saying now. Son of a bitch. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. My stomach hurts. I already had indigestion, and my fucking stomach hurts more now from your
money's
poop
not going to
coffee.
go to waste. I promise.
Oh my
And
god!
if 40 of you buy us a cup of coffee, we're going to do an entire episode.
Go. I'm just
An
gonna
entire
start getting up
episode.
and leaving in the middle of shows. Fuck this show. Fuck this show.
We're going to do an entire episode of elevator music that we created ourselves.
Fuck.
If 40 of you buy us coffee, that'll be enough to get like 2 bags of Copy Luwak coffee.
No, stop saying it. What? I gotta buy all of our teammates this coffee now.
Yeah.
I gotta send it out. We gotta send it out
Oh, yeah.
to everybody.
Oh, yeah. It would be amazing. It's
We're gonna
well
get
worth it.
fucking screwed.
We're
Fucking buying $100 coffee, give it away for free. Hold on.
By the way, that $100 is only like an ounce of coffee.
Oh no.
Yeah, because
Here's
they got to
what
pay. Listen, they got to pay little kids to run through the jungle to pick up the cat poop, and then they break it up to get the beans out, and they dry the beans out, and then they crack them open and roast them.
We're going to fucking hell. We're going to hell.
I'm a humanitarian.
Oh.
I want those kids to have good educations and clean water to drink, and I'm going to support their business of them picking up this cat poop in the jungle.
What did I say? I said earlier today, if we let it go to 45 minutes, the episode is fucked. And we're at 41 minutes right now. And I've been trying to turn this bitch off for 10 minutes. We are so fucked. And we can't go another 15 because all we're riding is cat poop and berries and fucking coffee. Fuck. I got prepared for tonight. I had real notes.
Save them.
I have real stories.
Save them.
Fuck. Jesus.
You're welcome.
Who's eating cat poop? Coffee.
I did.
Damn it, dude.
I did.
You're fired. You're fucking... Oh, Jesus.
Save it from when we bring our next guest in. Save it. Our next
does it
guest.
matter?
Our next guest is going to be so amazing.
Does it even matter?
So amazing.
What's he gonna fucking tell us? He's been eating bamboo shit, or fucking not bamboo shit.
Panda bear.
Panda bear shit. Fuck koala bear shit. Got me some koala leaves.
Listen, we already know aspartame is made from koala urine. I don't give a fuck what the scientists tell you. That's why you get migraines from that sugarless gum. It's the koala urine.
Leave us a 5-star rating.
How are you going to ask for that now? Yep. That's it. That's all she wrote. Beat it. That's all, folks.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, there's one place you got to get it from.
That's because we don't want any fake cat shit.
Yeah.